Guys, the noise in this room is a wonderful sound of a nonprofit that is thriving. It is a renaissance of Compassion St. Augustine, and you all are a part of it. And so it is really good to hear all the noise in here. But we are going to pause now as we begin our time together to take just the moments to really reflect on what has been happening in our area within the last 2 weeks. And particularly, we're going to take the time to remember and do what we learned to do in Black Lives Matter, which is to speak their names and to remember the people, to remember our fellow citizens from this part of Florida, from this area, that because of a combination of hate that is out there and being put out in many different places, combined with easy access to weapons, to guns, caused 3 of our fellow citizens to be killed a week and a half ago. So we're going to remember them. But first, these are the words that I'd like you to do kind of like a call response, okay? I'll say it and you say it back, because we're going to affirm something to begin with. Darkness cannot drive out darkness.
Darkness cannot drive out darkness.
Only light can do that.
Only light can do that.
Hate cannot drive out hate.
Hate cannot drive out hate.
Only love can do that.
Only love can do that.
Dr. King, who was here in this neighborhood almost 60 years ago, he spoke those words in 1963. Okay? So what we're going to do is I'd like for you to just be present now. Let everything else go. We're going to both hold up the people that were killed, and also we're going to read just something about them so we get a sense of who they were and continue to be present in their community, in their spirits.
The beautiful brother, 29-year-old Jarrell Deshaun Gallion. He planned to spend the weekend with his now 4-year-old Jordan, but this loving father was shot and killed as he entered the store's front door. Saturday afternoon at the Dollar General, Jarrell's family said they're always going to remember his sense of humor, his work ethics, and how seriously he took his job as a restaurant manager to provide for his daughter. Giasia, Jarrell's sister, said, "My brother shouldn't have lost his life a simple day of going to the store, and he's taken away from us forever." And if we recall the manifesto of the young 20-year-old, he simply said he killed these 3 simply because they were Black. And for those that sitting in the room saying, well, it just can't happen here, I am sure North Jacksonville said the same thing. And let's remember, this young man actually went to Flagler College. So yes, it can happen here.
The beautiful brother, 19-year-old A.J. Laguerre Jr. He brought joy and laughter into the lives of his parents, siblings, and extended family. While pursuing his own personal growth and self-improvement, he landed a job, the role of an employee at the Dollar General store. His family said that A.J. had this unwavering positivity that impacted them and those around them immeasurably, and will continue to do so, even though his life was cut short due to hatred. A.J. was shot and killed in the store.
Our beautiful sister, 52-year-old Angela Michelle Carr. She was born and raised in Key West. She was tragically the first person to be shot and killed by the shooter at 1:08 p.m. on Saturday. Her cousin said, "She never bothered anybody. She didn't deserve this, just because of the color of her skin. She was sitting in her car when the shooter stole her life from her. Angela had children and grandchildren."
Let's take a moment now to be still. Close your eyes. We take this time to remember each person. Gerald Gallion, A.J. Laguerre Jr., Angela Carr. As compassionate St. Augustine, we take the time to remember, to be aware that this is happening in our midst, in this area. And we open ourselves to positive actions that we may be able to take to get at the underlying root causes of why this continues to happen over and over again. And so we pledge. So we do. No one is born hating another person because of the color of her skin, or his background, or her religion. People must learn to hate. If they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. Love comes more naturally to the human heart than hate. Nelson Mandela. Now, folks, we are Compassion St. Augustine. That is our marching orders right there. You know, if people can learn to love, that's what we do as Compassion St. Augustine, is that we're lifting up other ways of seeing other people that are different, and that we are pulling that together within our community. That's why you're here. Okay, let's talk to you.